This is the future.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, Sigil Green here and welcome to another video. So in this one we're going to fight a few sub-bosses of Raven. We're on the secondary account, so we will have on this one less resources to our disposal, so it will be, let's say, more relatable to more people. So first up we're going to open up here with the Kinflan Sakuman fight. We're going to have level 10 All Blades on Kinflan Sakuman, we're going to have a Fodder Box on Dr. Fate, and we're going to have a level 3 Chakra on Shazam. And we're pretty much going to try and, as I always told you guys, lock this dude into an infinite combo unless you're using the Pet Ninja team, because he will surely kill you. We're doing the Firebox infinite combo, and you know how at some point they tried to introduce a nerf, or it's a bug that they haven't fixed yet, where Brainiac characters are going to interrupt your infinite combo with Dr. Fate after it goes above 40 hits. That would have been quite catastrophic here, but thankfully it's not the case. We tag Shazam in there to tank the super move and then use a special 2 of King for him to not get killed by Shazam. He would have revived, but I'd rather keep that revive for a more dangerous situation. Over here, another mistake, I tagged in before having enough energy for a special for a special 3. And because I was forced into using a special 2, that meant that my Dr. Fate had the chance of dying when he was tagged in, because one special from Black Adam is going to be literally the only thing that takes for my Dr. Fate to die, so that was not smart on my side, but re-engage the combo here. Kinflan Sakuman back in there with another special 3, re-engage the combo. Dr. Fate back in there, and right now we stopped struggling with power generation. You're only gonna struggle a bit, so if you ever feel like at the start of the fight doing this strategy, you're just sitting and doing infinite combo with Dr. Fate and you feel like you're doing no damage and you feel the urge to tag in with King earlier, just wait. This problem will be fixed as soon as you reach 2 minutes left or close to 1.5 minutes left, so don't worry about it. Engage the combo, Dr. Fate back in there. Again, I could do a more optimal strategy of tagging in with King in terms of keeping up the All Blade stacks, but that's a far more risky strategy, and I'd rather not do that here because of obvious reasons. King back in there, we're going to go for 2 special 3s, part tagging for this one around. Usually you can go for 3 special 3s if you tag in with the full bar of power in the last minute, because the power generation is going to be big enough and you need to do a long combo in between the special 3s. But keep in mind, this is only worth doing once every 3 tag-ins. I might do it once every 2 tag-ins here, but that is a mistake if I do that. You can do it once every 3 tag-ins, because that's how you're going to keep 3 All Blade stacks throughout the duration of your whole combo, and that's kind of the optimal thing to do. Because on 2 All Blade stacks the damage is just severely weaker. And the super move in there with 3.7 mil. And he blocked the jump attack sadly, so he couldn't try a special 3 in there, but yeah. That's about it for the Kinflan Sakuman fight. Again, it went well enough. Now for the Batman Ninja team fight, somebody suggested that I use God Killer because God Killer would allow me to not have to worry about combo interrupting these dudes, thus removing a lot of stress from the fight. And at the same time, God Killer would give me a huge amount of damage because it works in these stacks with the attack buffs that Black Adam receives from his passive that gives him more attack the more power he has. And it works. It works. This is actually not the biggest damage I've done with the Batman Ninja team against Black Adam, but most likely the biggest damage I've done with the Batman Ninja team on this account. Keep in mind, I do not have Beta Club here. Might have done slightly more in Rise of Krypton, but there we have a level 5 LexCorp. And the thing that I'll fail to do here, but surely if I am going to practice this 1 or 2 more times, I'm going to be far better at it, is the fact that I'm not gonna really get the hang of how to re-engage the God Killer combo after a special. Because after you do a special, the enemy is going to be thrown down. So when they're thrown down, when they're on the ground, they're going to have some immunity. So what you can do afterwards to re-engage the combo is going to be the bad approach that I did, which was trying yet again to combo interrupt, which is not necessarily a bad approach, but not the most reliable one. So I messed up there too. Super move, that's fine. But another thing that you can do, there is a frame like it's something that you got to be very accurate with. Kind of same accuracy as combo interruption actually to an extent. But there is a certain time from when he falls to the ground to when he's trying to get back up, or you can actually engage a combo. There it is. Right after he gets up, you can re-engage the combo with him. And I messed up there again because I'm not used to playing like this and I'm not used to this pattern of combo, but I could definitely improve. And the fact that I played this so badly just proves how powerful this is over here. So yeah, for some reason I think Godkiller stacks with the attack that he gets from his passive buffs as well. So at the end of the day, it might be a situation where it's actually Godkiller stealing the total attack of the boss. And still, it's not gonna give you crazy high damage values, generally speaking, because bosses simply, if it works as intended, and it might after seeing this fight, then the answer is bosses usually don't have that much attack, because every single other time I've tried to actually make use of this artifact for damaging purposes, the damage values were garbage. So at the end of the day, I think it works properly, but the bosses simply don't have that much attack. But for this fight, you're definitely going to get a tremendous boost from this, and I'm wondering if for other teams this could be a viable option. But yeah, if it's not Boss Black Adam, I'm not really sure of how well this artifact will do. But this is a thing to keep in mind. You can use Godkiller on Catwoman here if you don't have the Beta Club, and it'll actually do far better than expected, to be honest. Again, quite impressed with the results over here, especially considering that this was by far not the most optimal or the best gameplay that you could have had over here. So yeah, again, keep in mind we have a level 3 chakra and a level 1 chakra. So that's what we have for the passive stats side of things. Now, getting into the next fight, we're going to have League of Anarchy plus less of Joker. I mean, he's also part of the League of Anarchy, but usually you don't see the full League of Anarchy. So we're going to fight Enchantress here, and we're going to mainly try to use the Raven special tree to stun her and deal damage with Harley. And in terms of a support character, I tried previously with Atrocitus to kind of make up for the power issues that we're going to have. And alternatives to Atrocitus are obviously going to be either Dr. Fate or Power Girl, but they were both needed in other teams, so that was not gonna be a thing. So also, and Justice Flash was a damage dealer himself, as you'll see later in this video. So I was like, okay then, let's try Joker. And yeah, it is better to use Joker here actually for the additional dealt damage that his passive provides than it is to use Atrocitus for you to be able to use a special tree with EPI every single tag in. But I think Justice Flash would still do a far better job if you can spare him, of course. I couldn't because I'm using him as a damage dealer myself. And yeah, that's kind of the most optimal combo scenario. I mean, wait. Hold on a bit. Re-engage the combo there, special tree. So yeah, Harley in there, swipe right, tap 2 times, swipe right, and then 3 taps, and those are gonna be on the stun because EPI stun is going to be shorter. This is actually shorter than the usual because my EPI is not level 70 on this count, but not much shorter, so this is gonna be applicable to all of you. And I messed up the combo here, my bad, and actually I didn't because I think I was trying to get EPI tagged to tank the super move. Harley back in there, re-engage the combo. 3 hits again, EPI back in there with the mid combo tagging. Blocking a few hits because sadly we do not have yet enough energy, and there we go, special tree. Harley back in there with the full combo, then 3 taps, EPI back in there, swipe right, tap 3 taps, tap 3 times, blocking it again. Blocking a few hits, setting up a stun. There we go. Tap 3 times, EPI back in there with the mid combo tagging, and we're finally getting all the way in the last minute to the point where we have enough for the combo to be fluent and be done on every single tagging. And yet again I mess up over there and do the full combo. I mean, not necessarily mess up, but the full combo is just not needed there, and it's far more optimal to tag like this. EPI back in there, blocking 2 hits, special tree in there, re-engage the combo, swipe right, tap 3 times, swipe right, EPI back in there. And yeah, ideally this is how it should go from the start. And this is how it goes from the start if you have either a Sword of Salvation on Harley, or if you have a power reduction character, but we were not able to give her either of those. But regardless of that, a decent performance. So we're going to call this a decent performance, an okay damage, and slightly better than when we had Atrocitus, because even though we had a slightly more fluent combo over there, it seems like the damage difference from Joker is going to be actually a little bit more important. So now we're going to try a Just League Flash strategy. I think I saw Trident Gaming at some point trying this out, and I was like, oh, that's actually quite smart. He was using in fights where he couldn't combo interrupt the special 2 of Just League Flash to set up a stun. And I was like, okay, let's use both God Killer and the stun to set that up, and I messed up the God Killer combo over there. Definitely my bad. My mistake. But the only problem I have with that is, and also the God Killer damage is gonna be decent enough, I guess. I mean, it's not gonna be to the same extent that the Catwoman damage was, because this dude obviously has far less attack than Black Adam. But the thing that I really don't like, and you'll not notice at the start, because at the start I guess I got extremely lucky with it, or something like that. Flash's stun is absolute garbage, not in terms of the duration. The duration on the stun is actually pretty damn good. It's higher than the average stun that you're gonna get, but it's a percentage chance stun. We have 2 types of stuns in Injustice 2 Mobile. We have the stun that's going to increase its duration with the upgrades of the ability, and that's the good stun, and we have the stuns that are going to have a set duration, and they're going to increase their chance to hit with the upgrades. And I don't know how that functions. I don't know how that system is exactly calculated. And for example, my Just League Flash stun says something like, it's got a 150% chance to work, and I'm like, oh, then it should work more than all times, am I right? But no, if it has a percentage chance to land on it rather than an increase in duration, it means it's the bad type of stun, and it will have a chance to randomly fail. And I know what you might think, but Sigvald, it might fail here because Shazam has got some base defense resistance. That doesn't really, base stun resistance, that doesn't really work in Soul Raids. I've never failed a stun with Arkham Knight Batman on this dude. And so far none with Flash, but as soon as we get into the last minute, the nightmare is soon enough going to begin. And I don't know why we got so damn lucky all the way until this point. Or maybe it got glitched in the last minute, but there we go, stun unsuccessful. Bad rip. We're going to re-engage the infinite combo with God Killer. Again, I don't really need to do the stuns. I could just do the combo with God Killer, but doing the stuns is going to lead to a slightly more efficient combo than the God Killer one in terms of damage. Another stun resist. This man is like, I'm done with your stuns. We're not doing this anymore. It's the last minute. Now I'm gonna bully you. We're not doing stuns anymore. And there we go. Another stun lands finally. Doing my combo. And another special tree. Again, stun resist with a 150% chance to stun. That's why this type of stun is the garbage type of stun. Maybe it works better against other characters, and Shazam was like just a little bit of a special one. But yeah, this is higher damage than we would have gotten. I mean, maybe we would have gotten 40 mil with All Blades, but I don't know. Okay, now getting into something else. So I've been trying to make Electro vs Superman work, and the trouble is you got to make him work with all these. I could build my Electro vs Superman on the other account, and I maybe will eventually, because I also got a ton of resources there that I'm not doing anything with. But the problem is on the other account I already have Black Manta, so he's gonna be pointless because Black Manta will need Brainiac, and without Brainiac he's not gonna do damage. That's the main problem with him. And on this account he's gonna do well enough to an extent. And we have to use him with All Blades because it gets to the point where this dude works far better with... let's get this sorted out. This dude works far better with high-level Soul Raid specific artifacts. Doesn't benefit that much from the All Blades compared to how much he would benefit from a Sword of Salvation in this situation, for example, or something like that. This is a man that after the Brainiac stuns are gonna be done, likes to stay in the fight and deal his damage for the most part. But again, if you get to the point where you have a lot of Soul Raid artifacts, to the point where you can justify not putting All Blades on him, then you are most likely not gonna need him anymore because you most likely have Black Manta already, or something else, or Raven. But yeah, he might be good in Dawn of Apocalypse though, with the strategy, with the Firebox, because there you only need one high-level artifact, which is the Firebox, so he might do well enough there. But yeah, we're pretty much trying to tag both of them in from a block. Another special tree in there. And the damage is okay, it's okay for the amount of investment that I put into him, which is not that much. He's got level 60 gears though, he's got all high rolls on the gears, he's got garbage talents though, and only a 5-star Black Manta, not Black Manta, Brainiac, so not peak performance by any means, and considering that he's doing an okay job, but the gameplay is just horrendous. And you get to the point where after you stack the special ones with Brainiac, you have two options here. You either have this awkward gameplay where you block with Brainiac, and then I also messed up the stacking, that was my bad though. You have this awkward gameplay where you either stop stacking specials with Brainiac, I stacked that one to heal a bit from the chakra. You either stop tagging using special ones with Brainiac and you have an awkward gameplay, or you keep using special ones with Brainiac to keep the same gameplay as previously, even though that's gonna be inefficient because it no longer stacks any lethal tag damage and it can break combo. So yeah, I don't think there's any efficient way, but there really is not a way that I found it to use him properly with all blades. Maybe what I could do is put, instead of Red Hood in there, a little bit of a combo builder and like just use Brainiac at the start, get all these special ones sorted out, and then tag in between him and the combo builder, and maybe I'll try that. And look, when it works, we deal 2.5 mil damage on the special tree, and that's quite huge, I'll admit, but it's just a terrible experience overall. And he has the problem that he's got his main damage with his third special tree in just 2 instances of damage, so it's very easy for it not to crit or not to lethal. But yeah, all that being said, thank you so much for watching, please do like and comment if you enjoyed the video, maybe hit that subscribe button, and I'll hopefully see you all in the next one. Goodbye!
This is the future.